What?
Here comes the money.
The clock is ticking, and across the city, 3 men are moving like legends with no time to spare. The 3 amigos have one mission: make it to the Hano TV studio before the 8 p.m. showtime. One rolls through in a black cowboy hat, beard sharp, jacket catching the streetlights like a stage already found him. Another steps out clean in a cream suit, blue tie locked in place, calm smile saying he's not worried, even when the whole city is standing in the way. And the third, framed by that old school outlaw energy, dark shirt, gray in the beard, eyes locked forward, knows exactly what has to happen next. Traffic is jammed, horns are blasted, cars are stacked bumper to bumper, but the 3 amigos don't stop. They weave through alleys, cut across crowded sidewalks, dodge taxis, buses, and chaos, fighting through every red light, every wrong turn, every last-second obstacle the city throws at them. A delivery truck blocks the street. They move around it. A crowd spills into the crosswalk. They push through. Sirens flash in the distance. The countdown keeps burning. 7:41, 7:48, 7:55. Tejano television is waiting. That red star shining like a target in the night. Inside the studio, the lights are warming up, the cameras are ready, and everyone is asking the same question. Are they going to make it? Then, just when it looks impossible, the doors burst open. Boots hit the floor, suits straighten, hats still. The 3 amigos walk in like they fought the whole city and won. At exactly 8 p.m., the cameras go live. The logo hits the screen, and Tejano TV Studios gets the show it was waiting for. The 3 Amigos Show.
If you ever find yourself wondering what to watch on television, don't just settle for any show.
Kids, don't try this at home.
Download Tejano TV, where all your favorite artists are.
Hola, this is Johnny Meadows.
Hi, I'm Rolando Revilla from Grupo Motivo.
Hi, I'm Margarita Fender.
What's up, guys? This is Jordan Rodriguez from Grupo Asalto.
Hi, I'm Candice Vargas.
Hola, amigos. I'm Rick Torres from Grupo Motivo.
Hi, this is Jenny B, and you're watching Tejano TV. Ow!
Download Tejano TV right now on Roku, Apple, Android, and of course, TejanoTV.com.
Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Hit me one time. Oh, 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 I got my boots on the ground. Yeah. Oh, 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 I got my boots on the ground. Where them fans at? Get up by your seat. Let your body move. Cowboys and cowgirls, they're feeling the groove. Sipping on moonshine, fire barrel rolling. I'ma get behind that thing, girl, and hold it, hold it, hold it.
I want my Tejano TV.
Tejano TV presents. It's the 3 Amigos Show! Starring Big Daddy D. Burleson, The Midnight Cowboy Marcus Daniels, El Guy Juan Mendoza. Tonight's special guest, musical powerhouse Estani. Brought to you by LilaLisaPromotions.com. Menantes Publishing, the songwriter's choice. The Tejano Conjunto Music Superstore, Janie's Record Shop, and Tejano TV. And now, let's get on with the show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here on another episode of the Three Amigos Show, episode number 176. And of course, we're live on YouTube, Facebook, and of course on Tejano TV, which you guys can download right now on Roku, Apple, and Android. So tell your friends and family, let everybody know that the Three Amigos are here. We're live, fine, and sublime, and right on time. That's right. So thank you guys so much for being with us here. We got an awesome show and an awesome guest. So let's get our sponsors out of the way. My beautiful wife, Lila Mendoza with Lila Lisa Promotions, Janie's Record Shop, Menantes Publishing, and I am El Mas Chingon, Juan Mendoza.
And I'm Evil D.
Marcus Daniels, the Midnight Mariachi.
And our special guest tonight is
Estani!
Estani. Yay!
Thank you for having me. So glad to be here. Thank you.
Welcome to the show, and I am Juan. Of course, you guys, we haven't met officially, and we just want to say welcome to the show.
Thank you. So glad to be here. I'm ready
Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking to a singer, songwriter, producer, director, author, educator, and mom. How do you
got it? Wow.
You
wear
got that
list.
Hat.
Thank you.
She is the Wavemakers 2025 grant winner, and she is just all over the map. She has got all these different accomplishments under her belt, and it's just amazing. And now she's paying tribute to her grandmother, Rosita Lopez, with a project called Tu de mí te acordarás. That's it. And how did you get started? Wait. You've had this conjunto connection all your life.
I have, and I'm glad you specified that because I'm somewhat new to returning to San Antonio, where I'm originally from. I've been gone for quite a while. So I understand that I come back and I'm not in the circle. So I'm kind of an outsider, like, who is this person? But yeah, I grew up with it in my home. Grandma was a conjunto singer. I knew she was a singer, but I didn't know in what capacity. But I went to school at North Texas for a year, and then went to school in New York. Yeah, great music school. And then I had the itch to see the world at the time. I was born and raised in Texas. I was a San Antonio girl, and I was like, I need to see New York, Miami, Los Angeles, Paris. I wanted to, big time stuff in my eyes at that time. So I go to New York, and I remember, funny enough, kind of make this Tejano Conjunto connection. It was funny to me and ironic that I go to New York, and the first thing I'm asked to sing, and this is on right next to Broadway, asked me to sing Selena. It was Si una vez and Como la Flor, and this was I'm not gonna say late 90s, no, early 2000s. I was like, whoa, they're asking for Selena way out here. Didn't know that. So moved to Los Angeles, and there was a conjunto Tejano group there called Los Pistoleros. And so to have that connection across, on the West Coast, which I didn't know at the time, again, that conjunto and Tejano were prevalent over there, because in my world, it was prevalent in my home, in the kitchen, where my grandma always had control of that radio, Queda and KXTN, and and that was and Rosedale Park. We were always at Rosedale. But aside from that, it was nice to see that there was another community. So I was always singing it. So to come back here, I know it seems like this new artist or this, giving tribute that somebody we haven't heard sing conjunto, but it's been with me for a while.
So what is it that got you away from Texas, that you ended up going to New York and to LA? What were you reaching for? What were your goals, or what did you do outside of Texas?
I can tell you.
We want to hear from her. We know you dug into her medical, her history and everything else. So
no HIPAA violations. No.
Right. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna gonna send you all my info, all the like DOB, the social, the no. Um, well, it was something just kind of inherent, honestly. Like, I remember being a kid, like third grade. I remember sitting in my class going, okay, I'm 8 years old. Okay, fourth grade, fifth grade, I'm thinking, okay, in 9 years, I'll be a senior. Then I can go to school, or I'll be out of high school. And it was just like a dream. I was like, okay, then I graduate from college. So when I'm 21 and I did the math, I was like, okay, so that's like 13 years, 21, 22, I can go. And I went earlier than that. I went right at 18 and I left, or 19, I should say. But yeah, it was just something in me that I always knew I wanted to like be out there, wherever there is.
Like I predicted, she's one of those type A personalities. You were planning on paper your future. You were calculating by this time I can get to where I want to go. Oh my gosh.
I was.
Now, your musical background is just so varied because you're a pop artist, you're a Latin jazz fusion artist. Now you're doing conjunto tejano, and it's like wow. And wait, did you play cello in college?
I did. You did your homework? Yes, I did.
I was
That's
just
when I went to North Texas.
He called your college and asked them.
Right? He's like, oh, what were her grades? Let me see her transcripts there. Did she graduate magna cum laude?
Did she skip school?
Right? No, yeah. I played cello all through high school, and I was first chair, and then I went into what do they call URL? No, is it UIL? I keep thinking URL, like the link UIL competition, and then was at North Texas, and I thought this is what I want to do, music, and I was also dabbling in theater. I have a funny story about that. Not when someone asked me for a headshot because I didn't know anything about it. We'll say that later. But
are you kidding?
You want to hear it now? You want to hear it now?
Want to hear it now? Yes.
Yeah.
So the professor for the theater department at that time at North Texas, I'm gonna call him out. His name was Ken Wessel.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, and here was, I think we were auditioning for a play called A Flea in Her Ear. And I got the part. I was Lucienne, and it's a French kind of opera comedy, French, what do they call that, the comedies? Oh, shoot, it's on the tip of my tongue. It starts with a T. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But I didn't know, and I was with my roommate, my dorm mate, and we were in Maple Hall, if you know North Texas, the all-girls dorm. And she was like, come on, here, let's go and audition, open call. I didn't know anything about it. And I was like, she goes, do you have your headshot? And I said, no, I don't have it. She goes, well, you need to get one. Do you have a picture? Nothing. So me thinking, I got this, Nicole, don't worry. I go and put my driver's license on a printer, and I was like, and scan or print. And I was like, here it is. Yeah. And I'll never forget. And that guy, he's like, headshot. And I was like, got it. Here you go. And he was like, I could tell at the time, I was like, what? Like, I mean, I'm showing like, my innovation here and, my quick thinking. But no, I think that guy was really holding back his laughter. I'll never forget that. And Nicole's like, E for effort. E for effort. You did. And I was like, I got the part. Still, I was like, oh my gosh.
That explains a lot, because if you go to Facebook and look up Estani Frizzell, all her pictures are like she's a model. Your fashion sense, your use of color and style, the macro. Okay, look at behind me here. She comes up with these innovative ways to dress and present herself, and it's just very, very professional. So I guess that was the impetus for you to.
Oh yeah, right. I was like, never again. I'm gonna be so on point pro. Yeah, that's not happening. So yeah, that never happened again, by the way. But it was something that was like emblazoned in my mind. So yeah, I was doing both, more the creative arts, music and theater and dance. I was a dancer for years. I grew up in Ballet Folklorico de San Antonio. So anyway, those were always the triple threat thing at the time in my mind. But cello, I was playing in North Texas, and I'm not putting myself down, but I thought I was good, and I was, but North Texas, degree in cello music level, which was like intense. I had to take a step back and reevaluate. Do I really want this? In terms of that route. And I'm glad that I had that musical background. But yeah, I was like, let me explore my options. And so
Okay, let's stop right here at this point because our listening audience is going, well, who's Estani? I don't know Estani. And so, yes, Juan? I don't know what
we
that
need, we need to get some comments out of the way too before you get into that part because I know where you're heading. But we'll get into that in just a second. But let's get some of these comments out of the way. We got Alejandro Alexdesca Gutierrez says, "Hi Raza, saludos desde Monterrey. Monterrey in the house."
Oh, yo voy a visitar Monterrey. I'm gonna go there.
Nice. Gracias por estar con nosotros aquí en nuestros tres amigos. Julio Gonzalez says, "Hello amigos." Hello Julio.
What's up, Julio?
Thank you for tuning in. Gil Jimenez has Juan D. and Marcus, you rock. Saludos y bendiciones.
2 weeks from now, Gil Jimenez will be here on our show. 2 weeks.
Gil Jimenez, son of legendary Flaco Jimenez, he will be on the show with us as well. Julio says, "Beautiful Estani, you're beautiful."
All right, Julio, this is not a dating site, so just calm your jets, bud.
This isn't T-Harmony, Tejano Harmony.
Tejano Harmony.
Gil says, "Way to go. Being versatile and original is the key. You can cater to all."
Thank you.
Nice.
I like that.
Rick Rodriguez says, "Who's that vato in the white T-shirt?"
I have to put my who is that? Who is that in the white T-shirt?
That's Marcus.
That's Marcus in the white T-shirt.
What's up, Slick Rick?
Julio says, "Hello, beautiful Estani. Go Spurs, go." Nice.
I will admit right now, I did not know the Spurs were in the playoffs or anything. I don't follow sports.
Shame on you.
I think it's the quarterfinals. What I think it is, the quarterfinals already. Okay, some cross talking here. Buddy from It's Tejano Time, he says, "Shout out from DFW. What's up, amigos?"
What's up, buddy?
Thank you. Dallas Fort Worth in the house. Rosa Hernandez says, "Hello, friends." Thank you, Rosa, for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And everybody, if you guys want to know anything, make sure you guys drop a line in the comments. If you want to know why Marcus is wearing a white T-shirt, just let us know, and we'll ask him.
But for those of you that do not know who Estani is, she is a multi-talented, multi-genre artist, and she is making her... Is it a foray into conjunto, or is it a return?
I would say a little bit.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both, yeah.
And she's got a brand new...
If we can call it that, right?
She's got a brand new single out called Burro Pardo, which is also part of the tribute to your grandmother, Rosita Perez.
Mm-hmm.
And wait. As a matter of fact, we were talking about Rosita earlier, and this is Rosita, right? Please tell me I got that right.
Yes.
Oh, okay, because she played with the Kumitas.
Yes, that is her. I'm sorry,
Yep.
my format is a little different. Yes, I see it now. Yes, that is her. Absolutely. I'm so glad you found that. Oh, thank you.
Well, now she just turned 91 now?
She did, yeah, about a month and a half ago. That's
Damn,
my Aw.
Damn, did you dig into her history too?
That's her.
Well, I'm just trying to set up the new single that you just released is called Burro Pardo, which is also with Gilberto Perez Jr. Now, his father was the original Burro Pardo, or the writer, and so you have recreated the song with his son, and I thought that might be a good way to start. Although she has tons of videos, folks, but there's not a video for this song.
Oh, but there's one coming. I just let the cat out of the bag, okay?
That does not help us here at this moment. But I did put together a little presentation. So, without any further ado, this is Burro Pardo, the new single by Estani, right here on the Three Amigos Show. Play!
Con la ropa que te pones y mirar que estás más joven, me dan celos y me pones a pensar que quizás si estoy muy viejo me vas a cambiar por otro menso pa' que agarre mi lugar. Hace tiempo que te decir algo. Aunque es cierto que de canas ya estoy pardo, este burro viejo nunca ha rebuznado. Tú nomás échale carga al burro pardo.
Ay, mira nomás, te dije que yo no quiero un burro pardo. Así es, chiquitito. Mira, te voy a decir algo por la última vez. Y va así, escúchame. Yo no quiero un burro pardo, lo que quiero es un buen macho que me pueda mantener y gobernar. Yo soy hembra de las buenas que quiere un carro del año para salir por las tardes a pasear. Hace tiempo que te tengo abandonado, porque un burro no lo quiero en mi ganado. Tengo un macho que sí tiene un buen carro, no es carreta ni tampoco un burro pardo.
Hoy no más.
Ahora sí tengo en mi lado un amor que sí es muy macho. En mi casa todo tengo en general. Yo no quiero un burro pardo, mucho menos un carreta. Ande, vete burro pardo a rebuznar. Hace tiempo que te tengo abandonado, porque un burro no lo quiero en mi ganado. Tengo un macho que sí tiene buen carro, no es carreta ni tampoco un burro pardo.
No sé dónde has agarrado, que parezco un burro pardo. Te equivocas, vas a ver de aquí para allá. Yo nomás quiero que sepas que la edad no es la que cuenta, el estirar tu carreta y muchas más. Hace tiempo que te quiero decir algo, aunque es cierto que de canas ya estoy pardo. Este burro viejo nunca se ha rajado, tú nada más échale carga al burro pardo. Vamos a darle gas en la bajada.
Dale tú, carnal.
No, cuide.
Nice.
Thank you.
A little bit of burro pardo, ladies and gentlemen. Estani Frizzell. So you're based out of San Antonio now, not out of Austin?
I am in Austin. I'm still in Austin. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just confused.
My family's in San Antonio, so I'm out there a lot. But yeah, I'm in here in Austin still.
Nice. Before we continue any further, I just want to say a big thank you going out to Tejano Nation for the awesome write-up that they gave us on TejanoNation.net. Of course, we just celebrated our 3rd anniversary as of May 1st. And, of course, they wrote up about our 6.3 million streams and hundreds of videos that we do have for Tejano TV, are the only 24/7 music video streaming platform that we do have for Tejano Music. And, of course, all the great podcasts, all the great shows, all the new videos, all the classic videos, and everything else in between. So thank you guys so much for supporting us here. And thank you to TejanoNation.net. And make sure you guys go there and catch up on the writing that they do have the article on Tejano TV. Back to our regular schedule.
I'm just perplexed how you could, okay, like I said, she's a singer, songwriter, producer, director, author, educator, and a mom. and that is daunting. I mean, you're fiercely independent, evidently, and very, very driven. How did that come to be?
I think there was
Did you
just
get it from your
always,
parents, or
you know, I think there was just always that like drive in me to make something bigger and lasting for whether it's my family or just a generation, to keep the generation legacy going, whatever
Mhm.
that may be, whether it's me writing a book. I always thought, okay, that happened when my daughter was like 2, and we were living in Los Angeles, and I was living in Highland Park at the time. There were a lot of peacocks around, and I would tell her stories about how the peacocks got there because that was very strange. But
Yes,
the
the name of
point
the
being,
book, ladies. The name of the book, ladies and gentlemen, is "Sai the Peacock: The Unique Beak," which is
yeah.
also illustrated by your daughter Sophie.
It is, yeah. It was a big undertaking, but things like that. The book came from like I want to leave something for her, and my
You mean this book?
songwriting. I'm sorry.
You mean this book?
Yes, yes, that book, that guy. You guys are on. I'm telling you, I'm just like, whoa, really did that deep
What?
dive. Yes,
What?
there's a soundtrack and a score to that book too. Um, so yeah, that one, and then I think just hearing my grandmother sing, and also being a part of the ballet folklorico and seeing like the mariachi growing up, it really hit me, and I wanted to write songs, and I wanted to have my compositions, and Linda Ronstadt was a huge influence on me. And so the first song, I know I'm kind of digressing for a minute, but I'll come back to like
Wait, wait,
why did
wait.
I
You mean
start,
this itty bitty girl wanted to be a songwriter?
there it is. Yes. That was it. I was already like, you know what? Okay, funny thing about that picture, it takes me back to, when you're little, I knew since I was little I wanted to perform. And, when whatever capacity. I wasn't sure about singing at that time, but I was like, I just knew I wanted to be in front of people and giving my passion to others and being inspiring. And I didn't know that sounded like the right career. So I remember being really young, telling people, "Oh, what do you want to be?" And I'd be like, "A scientist." But I didn't even, I thought, "Oh, that sounds smart."
Astronaut.
But no, and I was probably that age too. And I'd be like, "A scientist," because I think it's so cool. But I didn't really. I was just like, no, I want to be a dancer, and I want to be a singer, and I want to be an actress, and all that stuff. So it was in my head already, pretty young, yeah. And I think it was just one of those things. Like I said, being young, I was like, I wanted to get out of Texas and like see what's out there, the bigger picture.
I was going to ask you that a little bit ago. I mean, you moved out of Texas, of course. You went to LA and New York, and you're very diverse in your music. Of course, you got jazz, soul, pop, and stuff. Like I was going to ask you who were your outside influence outside of either Tejano or the Mexican music. I knew for some reason you were going to say like a Linda Ronstadt. But who else? Of course, when in Tejano, everybody says
Who
the
shaped
Selena
you?
and stuff like that. But who else outside of this genre did you look up to?
I can tell you the first song I wrote, first song was Sam Cooke's Bring It On Home to Me, but I switched all the lyrics around and I called it Save It All Just for Me. So that was the first song I ever, but I kept the lyrics and the melody. But I was always into soul and R&B, and it's funny because my cousin and I have my cousin Brandy. She was probably like the closest to me, and she and I really resonated with the same type of music. We loved neo soul, we loved hip hop. We were like, we know like every song off the Words and Sounds Volume 1, Jill Scott. I mean, I know every single word to that song. I mean, to that album. I know Erykah Badu. We were into that. Jodeci. Oh God, I can't even. What is he? Heavy D. I'm like Luke
Heavy D and the
Harris
boys.
one. We were all listening. We were listening to all that. At that time, and Mary J. Blige was a big one. But I think it was always in the back of my mind. And this documentary that I'm working on, it's funny, talking to a lot of other artists and musicians who are involved in Tejano Conjunto also say no, it was the family traditional music, but they had their rock and roll, what they really liked, or one person was like, no, I was like totally thrash metal, Quiet Riot, Dawkins, Rat, and all these other bands. And it was really like what was asked of me to perform live. Nobody was at the time. I became a cover vocalist for a while, and yeah, then they're the cover songs are like, okay, can you sing Sweet Thing? Can you sing This Is How We Do It? Can you sing No Ordinary Love? Can you sing Smooth Operator? Those are like the few that you go to. But when you had that background of Latin music, that was a big plus. That opened a lot of doors. Oh, you know how to sing, yeah, like mariachi? Oh, okay. Do you know Cielito Lindo? Do you know Cucurrucucu Paloma? Yeah. Do you know Los Laureles? I know that, So those were my main influences, was soul, more the current. Of course, I'll name the ones that everybody know, Michael Jackson, Aretha Franklin, those who didn't listen to that,
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's why I wanted to always incorporate. And moving to New York, I was working at an IHOP. I was going to school, and at nights I was working at IHOP, and I was in Hempstead, right next to Hofstra. And there was 3 Salvadoran waitresses that I was working with, and they put on, I'll never forget. And I feel so what's the word I'm looking for? Ignorant is not the word, but I really didn't listen to salsa being in San Antonio, being born and raised at that time. It wasn't prevalent to me. It was more Tejano Conjunto and then my pop R&B, right? I go, and they put on La India and Mark Anthony, Vivir lo Nuestro, and I was done. La India, the salsa, and then I got Eddie Palmieri and Willie Colon and Johnny Pacheco and Celia Cruz. And that's where I started marrying, for me, my sound was like this, how can I do this neo soul with salsa and make this merge? But again, I always had the Tejano Conjunto behind me. I booked a Joan tour, Joan Sebastian, and then there it was, right back, the regional Mexican music that I knew. And my first album is a blend of Tejano, cumbia, reggaeton, and salsa. Excuse me. So
what she left out, folks, was that the San Salvadoran ladies that invited her to dinner, and they got really, really drunk, and they were listening to this salsa music, and that was her introduction, and she immediately went out and bought that record and played it over and over and over and over again. You left
You're
out
scary.
that part. What?
You're scary. Did you know the concert we went to? Did you get that one?
No, I don't.
Los Hermanos Rosario. They're a big group, and they're huge, and I had never seen them before, and I was like, oh my god, my eyeballs are open to a whole new genre of music. And so yeah, I'm gonna have to do a deep dive on you. I'm gonna be like, let me see how far I can go with this. That's pretty amazing.
It goes pretty far back.
You won't find anything.
Yeah.
It's okay. Just inbox Marcus and myself.
Yeah, we'll let you know all about him.
We'll even tell you what his real name is.
No, do not. But I did have one question, but the only person that can answer it is Sophie. Could you call Sophie up?
Oh, she left. She's walking the dog right now. But I'll call her back in when she gets here.
Oh, good, because I want to find out what kind of mom you are from somebody that'll tell it honestly. So.
Ooh. Yeah, no, she knows. Like I'll give her that look from the side, like, hey, we have these codes.
Okay, because I wanted to find out who's the bigger artist in the family, because she went and got her Bachelor of Arts degree, but you have vision, because who does all your videos? Ladies and gentlemen, she's got a plethora of videos, and they're very colorful, very, very well thought out. And so, are you producer, director, and writer, and set up the scenes?
I am. Yeah, I can't say the only one that I should. It was kind of like a So I have a song called "Draughts in the Ocean," and I very loosely based. I loved. Who didn't love Beyonce's Single Ladies? The 4 women dancer, 3. I'm sorry, black and white. What is it? Fosse. They imitated. So I didn't do that, but I loved just the black and white concept, and it was nothing else, just a big cyc wall. And so I used that vision, but I hired a choreographer named Liz Marie, who was amazing. And so I gave her my song, and I said, "This is what I want. I want." This choreography, this setup with this kind of vision. I didn't do the dance, she did. So that one, I gave her like the vision of what I wanted, and she choreographed it. And I loved what she did. I thought she was amazing at seeing through dance what my words were saying. So, but everything else, yeah. And Liz helped me on Tell Me Why as well. That was another one with all the colors and the paints.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I knew with that one I wanted to send a message of like unity and diversity, but I didn't want to be necessarily cliche about it. And the I don't want to say typical, but the um pushed narrative that comes out in videos about that. Like, so I try to make it with colors, like the colors of Benetton and Esprit, all these old brands that we used to wear and like. I'm totally dating myself. Yes, I'm like Gen Xer. So yeah, I put that together and it didn't go exactly as I made a quick storyboard. It didn't go exactly as I had seen it, but again, Liz put the choreography for the two dancers and just kind of said, "Hey, let's do this. Let's try this." So I have to give her credit on that, those parts, because I never want to say it was all me. The concepts were all me. The vision was me. The storyboards were me. But Liz, in terms of anything that was dance oriented, she really brought those visions to life. So I hope she's listening. If she is, I just have to give her. She's amazing, amazing. But yeah, Mr. Personality. I sometimes wish, I don't know if you've seen those, but they're all directed, produced, arranged. No, I take it back, not arranged. Produced, directed, and I wrote the lyrics and melodies. So
So
that's
tell us, how did you hook up with Max Baca? That's because I've been
okay.
trying to hook
Yeah.
up with Max. Well, not hook up. I mean, I've been trying to contact and get in touch with Max
Who
Baca.
doesn't know Max Baca?
We know him, but I cannot reach him. I have called and emailed and messaged, and then she goes out and makes a video with the guy, and I'm like, thanks.
It's okay. Marcus got his personal phone number, so he's gonna give him a call.
We can see.
You mean all I had to do was ask
I'll
Marcus?
give you the personal code, the password, and I'll give you the phone number.
You
I'm like,
got
Max, if you're listening, I'm giving it away. Nah, I'm just kidding.
He's got his Batcave number.
Right, the Batcave studio number.
There you go.
There's a funny story behind that too. No, Max, that was a really nice collaboration that we did, and he was very receptive to the ideas that I had. Basically, they were my grandmother's songs, and he heard them. The way that relationship formed, I was actually in Los Angeles. Ooh, I'm about to throw some cheese, some tea. Get your little teacups out. No,
Good.
I'm gonna keep this so general because one day, this might get pulled up again when my documentary comes out and the record and the next soundtrack. No, I'm gonna keep it very general.
We need to stream that documentary right here on Tejano TV when it comes
Oh,
out.
I would love it. Oh, I'm so, you guys, I'm so, I want to say so much, but I'm gonna say so little, and I'm just so excited.
No,
with
just
where
give us the cheese man.
Oh, okay, I'll give you the cheese man back. Okay, so see, I already went off. So I was in Los Angeles, right? And there was this other, like, I don't want to say Tejano group, but there was another group of guys that played Conjunto Tejano music, and this one. Anyway, it didn't work out. Let's just say that. I'll just leave it at that. That's my cheese man. That's how general it is. It was not in my plan to work with Max Baca and Tex Maniacs, but as they say, God and things happen for a reason. I really believe that not working out in Los Angeles was the biggest blessing in disguise, because a drummer friend of mine, his name's Lorenzo Martinez, in Los Angeles, I've known him for over 25 years. He said he knew kind of what had happened. He was like, "Hey, don't get discouraged. I'm gonna give you the phone number of a friend of mine. You should call the Tex Maniacs." And I didn't know who they were. I hadn't heard of them, and I said, "Okay." I was just coming back to Texas, and I was looking already for another conjunto group because I knew I was coming here, and I'm literally looking in like online, like conjunto groups in San Antonio, conjunto groups in Austin. Yeah, and Austin has like no conjunto groups. If anyone's listening from Austin that that is in a conjunto group, please write some comments because I don't find it here. But anyway,
talk to Marcus. Marcus knows everybody.
Okay, I have to get some info after this. So yeah, I called him. Lorenzo gave me his number because Lorenzo was a sub drummer for Tex Maniacs, so he's really close with Max. And Max was, like I said, receptive and open. And I think what really, as far as I knew, what was a turning point for Max is when he saw the records. He said, let me hear the music. And the arrangements and the collaborators on those 45s was a guy named Manuel Guerrero and another guy named Toby Torres, who evidently are legends in the genre. unbeknownst to me. So when Max saw that, he goes, "Oh my gosh, your grandmother sang with Manuel Guerrero. He arranged these songs." Of course, that's like saying to me at the time, it was like, "Oh, Sam Murray." I didn't know who I was like, "Yeah, Manuel Guerrero." Okay,
Babyface.
yeah. Of course, then I looked it up and I was like, "Oh damn, this guy," So that was what opened the door, and it was a nice partnership, let's say. So, and it went, when we were recording together, the process itself of us getting together was a bit slow because of his schedule and mine, and I was driving down to his house. But when we were there, everything was recorded live. Like there was really, for the most part, there were no what do you call it? No copy paste or no like cuts. I can't think of the word right now.
No drum machines, no nothing like that.
Yeah. I mean, there were, but not a lot. So, at least 2 or 3 of the songs were like 1 or 2 takes and done. So that was a nice thing.
So the band you were dissing in Los Angeles, was that La Ascension?
No. If I tell you, I'll have to pow you. Can't do that. I don't know what I can say on YouTube. They say like the K. No, I don't want. So you gotta go pow. I'll have to give you a.
All right.
I can't tell. I will say though. There's the leader is he loves himself and loves what he does. I'll just say that.
I have a feeling I know where you're going.
He is never wrong.
I have a feeling I know where you're going, so we'll really stop there.
Damn!
I have a feeling I know exactly where you're going with that one. So yeah, okay. All right. Gilbert Zamora says, "Good morning. What's up, Gilbert?" At least one of us has your hat on. So
no, we both have the Gilbert Zamora hats on. Just Marcus.
Clark Kent.
Marcus, man, dude, get with the program. We're wearing our Gilbert.
No, Marcus wearing that Amonela hat. What's wrong with you?
Hey, wait! I hear the dogs in the back.
I know. He was thinking that, okay, I give my voice lessons. I'm in my studio, so he's a crazy little dude. So if somebody's in who doesn't know, I have to close him out because he'll bark like that. So I think he thought there was somebody in here. He's like, "Who's in there?"
Mario Rendon says, "Saludos desde Fort Worth, Texas, de parte de los boys of Cumbia."
Mario,
Mario.
Wait! I got a bone to pick, Mario. I've been trying to contact you guys for 2 weeks now. I've left you messages on your Facebook. I've tried to email. Brian Redmore gave me your number to Javier? To one of the guys in the Boys of Cumbia. We want you on the show. Please, just check your emails. That's
I know. All he got back was new number. Who this? And that was it. So, it's messed up, man. David Enriquez says hello from Greeley, Colorado. Thank you, David, for being with us here.
That's like 10 miles from here. Cool.
We got another David Vela. Hello,
David Vela.
Three Amigos Show. David Vela. Oakland is watching. Former Oakland Raider in the house. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. Nice vocals.
Oh, thank you. I think, or all of us.
You. That's for you.
Yeah, you don't want to hear my vocals. Let's see who else we got here. Joey Guerrero says, "Three amigos, órale. God bless. Bendiciones." Thank you, Joey, for being with us here.
Thank you.
Los hermanos Rosario were three compadres too, three amigos.
And right now, since I am the timekeeper, it is time for another video. Can you give Marcus his card?
As soon as I can get through some of these comments.
Oh, you thought you were done. I thought you sounded like you were wrapping it up. Let's see.
David Vela says, "Great interview. Three amigos. Beautiful voice, Estani."
Ah, thank you.
Nice. We got Hilda in the house. Hilda Peña says, "OMG, hello. I'm sorry, I'm sick. I forgot about today."
Wait. Hilda's here? Hi, Hilda. I just wanted to say that Hilda is responsible for getting Estani here for the interview tonight. So, I'm sorry. Hey, hi, Hilda. Just wanted to say hi. Hilda's responsible for getting Estani here tonight. Hilda Peña, one of the greatest promoters here in the Tejano Conjunto industry, and she is doing a wonderful job. So, thank you, Hilda.
She says she canceled everything for the week. I just want to know for sure. Did she cancel everything for Estani, or did she cancel everything for D? We gotta get that straight.
Help us all, Jesus.
What?
I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head now. She said, Estani, hello. And she said yes for D. Nothing about Estani, she just said for D, yeah.
Ah.
Anyways, all right, let's go ahead and we're gonna get into another video here. I want to say I brought up the versatility, how much influence everything has had on your career, how you get outside of Tejano, and I wanted to play one of your videos that is completely outside of this genre.
There's so
here.
many videos.
And there's one here that was made famous by the Salons, if I'm saying that correctly, the Salons, and of course Mark Ronson and Amy Winehouse also recorded this one on Amy's video, and you turned around and made it Spanish, so that was pretty cool.
I'm glad you're playing that one.
I like it. I've always liked this song. So Marcus,
Hey guys, let's run a video.
I try to imitate that as best I can. I can never get
Dude,
it
we
correct.
can't imitate Marcus's voice. I tried.
Hey.
There you go. Hey guys, let's. No, that didn't work.
All right, and this one is called Valerie. ¿Dónde estás, Valerie? Right here on the Three Amigos Show.
Cool song.
Talent, walk in.
We can still, you can hear me, right?
Cuando voy sola caminando y miro a través del agua, me pregunto qué pasó y tal vez yo hice algo equivocado. Desde que regresé ya nada se siente igual. Trato siempre de aceptar esta triste realidad. No sé a dónde fuiste y no te puedo encontrar. Amiga mía de mi vida, ¿dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? Ay, ¿dónde estás? Tenemos mucho de qué hablar y mil problemas que contar, solo contigo, oh, oh. Me conoces más que los demás, pensé que nuestra amistad era más fuerte. Nunca llamaste a decir que tenías que partir, no sé por qué. Sabes que siempre aquí estoy. Si necesitas un favor, cuenta conmigo. Desde que regresé ya nada se siente igual. Trato siempre de aceptar esta triste realidad. No sé a dónde fuiste y no te puedo encontrar. Amiga mía de mi vida, ¿dónde estás? Ay, ¿dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? Ay, ¿dónde estás? Amiga mía de mi vida, ¿dónde estás? Amiga, yo sé que él no te merece. Solo quise decirte la verdad. Y nunca pensé herirte. Desde que regresé ya nada se siente igual. Trato siempre de aceptar esta triste realidad. No sé a dónde fuiste y no te puedo encontrar. Amiga mía de mi vida, ¿dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? Ay, ¿dónde estás? Amiga mía de mi vida, ¿dónde estás?
so great. How
Maybe
fun was that to work
button.
to do all that in green screen?
Applause button.
Oh, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, Estani. What I love about you is the imagination and the artistry that comes through. The fact that you use bright colors and just impossible scenes, and
Thank you.
that is so cool. Which is why I wanted to talk to your daughter. Where's Sophie? Sophie!
I know. I went out there. I think she is in the house. I think she's upstairs. I had to bring her over here. Let's see if she wants to come on.
Text
You
her.
want to wait for a second?
She has no choice. We're
I'm
demanding.
gonna tell her I'm dragging her
Please,
over
please,
here.
please.
All right, let me go get her.
Her daughter Sophie. I'll give a little background while she's gone. Estani is an author. She put out a children's book called Sai the Peacock: The Unique Beak, and it's about a beautiful peacock. He's part of a royal family. He has an unusually large beak and but a very good singing voice. But his family thought that singing was not meant for royalty, and
Here, we have to bring this little dude because he's
Hey,
being a
little
little bit. So she's here. You have to come through the little.
Oh no, Estani, leave.
Oh, I have to go. Oh, this is a
Just
private
go.
one.
No,
Oh my
you're,
god.
you're not part of this conversation. Hi, Sophie. My name's Dee. This is Marcus, and up there's Juan. And we were just talking about the accomplishments that your mom has done. Your mom, like I said, singer, songwriter, producer, director, author, educator, and a mom. And you have had to witness this for year upon year, year after year. And you've just gotten your bachelor's degree in art. And but your whole art history or your art career started when you were younger, and you illustrated the book Sai the Peacock: The Unique. How old were you at the time?
At the time, I want to say I was maybe 16, 15 or 16 when I started.
And you just have this innate artistic ability?
I don't know. I want to think that I do. I want to think that I do. My mom, when she came to me with the project and with the idea for me to do it, she gave me so many ideas and so many references of kind of like the vibe and the feel that she wanted it to be. And yeah, it was really fun that it was so, collaborative. It was really, really great. And so, yeah, and it was also the first time I think I had done anything at all, like graphic, like on an iPad, like on a digital, because I mainly do big paintings and portraits, and so yeah, it was so fun.
So, what did your mom like? I mean, was she really hard on you growing up? Was she very, very strict? You had to get your homework done. You had to be in on time. No, there's a curfew. What was she like?
No, what if I was like, I'm just kidding. No, she's no, with the my mom was very. One of the things I really love about my mom, there's so many things. I'll text her sometimes on a random occasion and I'll just be like, you were and are like the best mom ever. Thank you so much. And one of the things I so value about something that she gave to me and taught me was that, there is no like limit on anything that you want to do. And anything that you want, you can do anything you want in the whole world, but I want you to stick with it and I want you to be dedicated. So anything I did, I was in, cross country and track in high school. And then that was something I was like, I am so tired. That was something I really valued, was that my mom, anything I did, she would let me do anything I wanted to do and I loved it, but I had to stick with it. And so if I was like, I'm so tired, I don't want to do it, she'd be like, too bad. And that was probably the only, and that taught me so many good lessons. It was maybe the only thing that she was really, I don't even want to say strict with, but that enforced that. But I was actually really good later because it kind of taught me to go like, okay, what do I really, want? But everything else, my mom was is so wonderful and so supportive and so like fostering of anything that I want to do.
So what did you get your degree in?
I got my degree in fine art in graphic design.
What school?
UT Austin.
Okay, nice. Congratulations.
Well, the thing is, she is now passing on this advice, because I asked you that question because I saw an interview you gave about a year ago where you were telling young illustrators that they needed to, first off, get ideas from other media, but think of things little, whether it's drawing an eye, whether it's drawing a smile, just a face, but every day find something to help further your creativity. And so I thought that was pretty cool. And so that's why I wanted to talk to you, because evidently you take after your mother. So she's like a unicorn.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my, I'm so happy you did your, like, that's so good you did your homework. That's awesome.
He dug into
Like,
your
nobody
financial
I've
records
ever
too.
talked to at it, like, I've never met first have, like, been like, oh, you, like, no one's seen that, so that's really, really cool. Like, no one's, like, approached me and they've seen that interview, so that's awesome.
Well, okay, the Three Amigos show, we don't want to talk about tour schedules, record dates and stuff like that. We want to give the audience a chance to find out who the artist is, what the artist wants them to know that they don't know, and how their kids turned out. And you are obviously doing very, very well. I mean, I say applause for you.
Thank you. It was so sweet.
Okay, because your mom, I'm sure, absolutely wanted you to find what that passion was in your heart and pursue that, and you've done that, and so you're the greatest testament to your mom. So that was all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Hold on real quick before she does leave. Well, since you got into the arts and everything else, is there a certain area that you're going to pursue?
He's an artist. He's an artist.
Is there a certain area that you're going to pursue? Writing, illustrations, or for books and stuff, or what area you plan on getting into with that? Or what area are you getting into with that?
That's actually such a good question. I'm kind of, after graduation, UT was such a good environment to kind of like test so many different mediums out. So when I was going into it, it was like primarily like, oil painting, graphic design, but they introduced me to so many like different forms of art. There's a huge spectrum, and it was like really eye-opening. Even there's like, there everything that requires like physical media, and even things like performance art, and even things like filmmaking and media and different things that I was like, whoa. And it was so wonderful, but at the same time, like, coming out of UT, you kind of want to use like as much of that as you can. You're like, oh my gosh, I have so many of these. Like, I didn't even, when you're exposed to something that you didn't even know about prior, you're just like, oh my gosh, I just want to use everything. And so I'm kind of hitting that point where after graduation, especially now, like, I know me and a lot of my friends are going through this, I guess in our 20s, where we're like, okay, not what do we want to do, but like, what do we want to explore? What do we want to go down? But yeah, I think for right now, I have been meaning to get back into kind of oil painting and that physical media, but I also think I've been wanting to, my mom is like so artistic in so many ways, and I think I'd love to get into like, maybe even personally, maybe like a dance or something like that. I think that would be so fun just to move. But in terms of physical, like artistic, like drawing and painting, I would love to continue illustrating the books. I think that would be so fun.
Nice. Sophie, thank you, because first off, you unlocked something. I've known this guy for over almost 10 years now. Last week was the very first time that I saw a sketch that he did last week. And it was like, you're an artist, dude? And he hides it. So now I know why he asked that art question for you, Sophie.
Well, it was just something, for me, it was just something.
It was so good.
It was just something away from everything else. Like, there was a way for me, and back in the day, I used to draw when I was little, a lot. I used to draw this and this and that. I haven't done it in like 30 years, and it was just recently that I started getting back into it, and it was just a way for me to turn everything off completely around me, and just to start doing something, constructive out of everything. And then I've been doing it for a little bit, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, oh my gosh, absolutely. And especially with everything, with everything going on right now, there's so many kind of stresses, so it's a great outlet to kind of get away from, daily stuff.
Nice.
Well, thank you for turning out as well as you have.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much.
All
It's
right,
so funny.
We need to get back to her mom. This is her mom's interview.
That's so true. I don't want to take away more spotlight, so I'll give it back to her. Thank you guys
Thank you
so
much.
All right, let's see. Who else we got here while we're waiting? Let's see.
Oh, you think I was far? No, I wasn't. I was like,
So you are the unicorn that you seem to be. My gosh.
oh, thank you. Yeah, and I got super blessed. I mean, we all are blessed anybody with children, we're blessed. You know, there's so many people that don't have kids and desperately want them. But she was actually a miracle in real life, not just like, of course, being my daughter. Yeah, I love that. For me, it's a miracle. But I actually wasn't. I was told I would never be able to have children. So that was so there was a lot of blessings in disguise. And the funny thing, and I know you didn't ask me, and here I'm going on a tangent again.
Go ahead.
She came at here's a really strange crossroads where the way God works. You know, I had just finished singing on the Tonight Show. Now I'm dating myself again with Jay Leno. I was backed up for Laura Pausini, and I had just been offered to sing backup or to go on audition for Mark Anthony's tour, and things were just going. So, you know, the trajectory was going exactly the way I wanted it to. And things happen, and I, you know, was put in this situation, and I had to make a decision. And I was nervous because, you know, you want to choose as a young singer, you know, it's like, okay, having a child, and it didn't work between her father and me. So I knew I was going to do it by myself. And, you know, I put everything, I was like, okay, done. I chose, obviously, I have my beautiful daughter because of it was a surprise. I was not, I mean, I'm giving y'all probably TMI, but the point is,
no, keep talking.
you know, when you are faced with those things, all I'm saying is like, I chose a different life over a career that who knows what would have happened had I chosen that route and just said, I can't do this right now. But I didn't. And that caused me to come back. I was in Los Angeles, and I had to come back home the first time. So I was here for like 10 months with Sophia, and I was in San Antonio, and I was singing down at Mi Tierra every Sunday. At the Market Square, with a one-man show. His name was Albert Arguelles. He had like a percussion. It was like three of us. And I was like, I still had that itch. I was like, I'm not done. I'm not done in Los Angeles yet. And everybody was like, in LA, you leave, you're never coming. It's going to take so long. It's going to take so long for you to get anything. I left. I came back to LA 10 months later. And here's how, again, I'm always a big God, like how the divine works, or just timing.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling my mom, she was like, I can't believe you're taking Sophia. This is crazy. You have nothing over there. You're going right back. I was like, if I am not supporting myself just in music within a year, and if I'm struggling and calling and saying, can you send me money for diapers or whatever the case may be, I will come back. I'm not going to do that to myself or my child. In 3 months, I booked the Joan tour, the Joan Sebastian tour. And I was on that tour for 4 years. It was the best money I had made. And it was one woman who sang with a very popular group called the Mariachi Divas in Los Angeles. And Ileana Garcia, I have to give her all the love in the world, because she knew what was going on. And she said, I'm going to put a call in. And she called the director of music director for Joan Sebastian, Enrique Martinez, said, I have a girl. And what happened, it was for 3 days. It was supposed to be 3 days, and it turned out being 4 years. So it was great.
Wow. Nice.
There's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Nice. We had a question here.
Oh, I'm sorry. The thing about your story is that no regrets, though, right? None?
No.
Well, you gotta leave. If you gotta leave, you gotta leave. You know, always explore something different. Always explore something different. We'll get back into that here in a minute. Joey Guerrero had a question. He says, what keeps you inspired?
Oh gosh, I think just my yearning for, like, I don't want this to sound like a cliche answer, but just the fact that, like, life is so short, and there's so much that, like, we can do with the time we have here. And I'm just always one of those people, like, I want to leave something. I want to leave something for people when I'm gone, however that may be in this digital age. And that's really it. I make these little goals. I'm like, the next goal. And really, at the end of the day, it's like, am I happy with what I'm doing? You know, how I'm approaching life, and what I want to leave behind.
Nice. Thank you, Joey, for that question. Miguel Hernandez says, saludos, fellas and lady.
Miguel. This is one of those guys that you're talking about, coming from a different genre. This guy was a hard rockin' Dokken fan.
Okay.
And he plays Tejano, and he's very, very good at it. But he started out hard rock. I mean, great guitarist. So Miguel Hernandez, Miguel Hernandez, his son Miguel, his other son, the musical family. Great guys.
He says, "Smile, Juan." I am smiling. He said, Marcus Daniels threw raw elements to the curb. Uh-oh.
I'll reach out to you next week, man.
He blasted you up, man. But he says, is Marcus on freeze frame? He's not moving or saying anything. Damn.
Because I talk too much.
Delete that comment.
No, it's okay. And the thing I tell people in this industry, I was like, especially the younger artists, I was like, get away from this. You know, you don't have to always be stuck here in Texas. You know, get out and explore something different. They kind of get frustrated being in the same genre, and a lot of times things don't move as fast as you want them to go. I was like, get away, go explore something different. If you want to explore the reggaeton side, go explore it. The salsa side, go explore it. The pop music, go explore it. Do something. You don't necessarily have to be pigeonhole yourself to this genre.
And that's what I've been trying to say throughout. And it's one thing, and since I've started singing, and I have the backing, I guess, to prove that that's what I've been doing. I didn't just start and go, oh, well, now I want to do all these different genres. If you look back from the very beginning, you know, you did your homework. I've been doing all these different genres, and I thoroughly believe that. And it was at a time also when everybody was very niche oriented, when people were telling me, I mean, when I was singing Conjunto and Tejano in Los Angeles, they were having me open. I was at San Manuel Casino, which is now Yamava, and Jenny Rivera and Ramon Ayala at different times were playing there, and they would say, "Oh, let's get Estani." I would get in there, and there's guys in LA. They know who they were. You know, they were playing. Also the same thing, the boogie oogie, the bad girls, but then we throw in a tragos amargo y licor, you know, and I'd call them. I go, okay, Danny, okay, Lorenzo, okay, let's do this, and we put our show together with some Alicia, you know, Elsa Garcia, Laura Canales, and that's the show. When people were coming down from the elevator from Jenny Rivera, there we were playing. You know, they were like, okay, we want the band, the girl that can sing a lot of different genres. And if you listen to my album Mariposa from 2008. It's not just there is Tejano there, and there is conjunto, and there is reggaeton, and there is salsa. And I'm gonna be honest, people are gonna probably hear that and go, "This is some weird Tejano," because it's kind of like Tejano-ish. And I'm gonna be right there with you. Yes, I agree, because I had somebody from the Netherlands who produced it. I'll be quiet, but he loved Tejano music, like that guy that plays the. What's his name? Dwayne something or other.
Dwayne Verheyden.
Yes,
Verheyden.
there you go. He was like that. His name was Case Vanderlinden, but he loved Joan. He loved the rancheras. He loved the corridos, and we tried something different. Did it sound exactly Tejano? No, I know it didn't. You can one or two songs did, but I wrote all the songs on that album, and I wanted a different sound. I took a chance, and I agree with you. There's my point. I think taking those chances and thinking outside the box, it's never going to hurt you. Yes, it might make you an outlier, but I think, you know, it brings you, it gives you even more of a versatility and more arsenal in your toolbox to like go out and explore and make those sounds.
Well, you have to spread your wings. You have to try the things that you're afraid to try, because you'll never know. If you don't try, you'll never know.
But it's like the traditionalists of conjunto also, I understand we want to keep it at, you know, this traditional sound, but like if we didn't evolve, we'd still be listening to Handel, Chopin, Vivaldi, you know, everything comes from somewhere, you know, and we have to like evolve the music and experiment. And so,
I mean,
anyway.
look at some of the guys that came through before, you know, in Tejano, you know, back in the 70s, you know, you had like guys like the Latin Breed. They brought that garage band, rock and roll world, you know, music into it. You know, there's rock and roll there. You had some funk, pop, soul, and then a little bit of salsa.
Then there was Emilio,
music.
who was a big Boston fan.
Yeah, then a little bit of salsa there, a little bit of merengue, boleros and stuff. Mm-hmm. And even Max Baca does the same thing. He brings in some rock and roll. He does some conjunto, traditional conjunto, boleros and stuff. He, you know, spreads it out everywhere.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a good thing about
this
industry.
Yeah.
And this is a good place, since you are mentioning Max Baca. We were talking about it earlier, but we did not play the video.
I was trying to save it.
Oh, yeah.
You were trying to save it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just sit back. Matter of fact, you know what?
No, but back to what I was saying.
Go ahead, Marcus.
We'll get to the video right now. What I was saying is that that's the beautiful thing about this genre that nobody really understands and everybody kind of takes for granted is how much we can actually spread into different areas.
Right.
Because of that, we bring in so much into this genre. We bring a little bit of norteño, we bring in soul and rock and roll and so much more into this industry while D's sleeping over there. And nobody really understands that we can spread out so far.
Right. And if there's no box. The only box is the one that you keep yourself in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and play this video right here, and of course we had it requested in the comments. They even left.
Is it Hamas?
No, it's the one with Max Baca.
Max Baca. Oh, mi suerte está cambiado.
Mi suerte ha cambiado.
Ha cambiado.
There you go. Let's see. Let's get these.
Okay.
Hey guys, let's run a video.
All right, this awesome video right here, an awesome song, and this is Estani with Los Tex Maniacs, and this one is called Mi Suerte Ha Cambiado. Right here on the Three Amigos Show.
Mi suerte ha cambiado y ya estoy ganando otro amor a quien quiere. Tú estabas pensando que toda mi vida no más tú habías de ser. Cuando más te quise y me abandonaste, dejando en mi pecho herido. Y ahora mi pecho se encuentra ocupado con otro amor más querido. Yo estaba ciega por ti. No tanto amor me tenías. Me dejaste muy triste esperando porque estás tirando y nunca volvías. Mi suerte ha cambiado y ya estoy ganando otro amor a quien quiere. Tú estabas pensando que toda mi vida no más tú habías de ser. Cuando mal te quise y me abandonaste, dejando en mi pecho herido. Y ahora mi pecho se encuentra ocupado con otro amor más querido. Yo estaba ciega por ti. No tanto amor me tenías. Me dejaste muy triste esperando porque estás tirando y nunca volvías.
Most of those guys there are from Austin, right? I know where Chris, the drummer's from Waco.
And the bass player Noe was Eli the first bass player for the Grupo Avante.
The original Grupo
So no
Avante.
bigger endorsement than to have Max Baca singing with you on. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I thought I had muted her. So I'm sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just sound a little lower than before. before.
You are lower in volume. You switched devices or?
No, my phone was really low on battery, so I had to plug it in. Do I sound lower?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, but we can still hear you.
We can still hear you.
Why? I'm like, y'all sound much lower too.
Probably your
A
charger.
lot lower? Is it really bad?
No.
Oh, no.
We can hear you.
Okay.
So that was an awesome song right there, and I like the studio take. You guys recording in the studio like that, making a video. I like that. There was no, you didn't need all the special graphics and designs and the CGI and everything else along with it, AI.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. I was very specific with that too. I was like, and the funny thing, back to, remember I told you there was a group in Los Angeles that just didn't come to fruition?
Ascension, right?
It was because of that. We were putting this, I wanted this kind of look for a video, and the person there was like, oh no, that can't happen. I'm like, what? Yeah, what? So obviously it did, and it was a wonderful collaboration with the Tex Maniacs, and I just wanted no frills. I wanted it very like raw and vintage, timeless, authentic. So.
What do you think of people who look down on conjunto music? They think, salsa is it, or Latin jazz fusion, that's it, and they look down at this genre of music. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's funny that you say that, because that's exactly what the documentary touches on.
Give us more. What is the name of the documentary?
It is looked at.
Give us more information about the documentary. She's producing currently a documentary about.
God, there's so many variables, so many themes. Basically about the underrepresented and overlooked men and women pioneers that seem to be obscure in its history. And it started with finding my grandmother's 45s. And I was so inspired by the Buena Vista Social Club documentary when Ry Cooder went to Cuba and found these musicians that otherwise would have never received the rightful recognition they deserve. And so it started with going, okay, my grandma was turning 90. I just wanted to find like the 4 or 5 musicians she sang with and put together a little montage, like 5 minutes of telling her, happy birthday, Rosita. That didn't happen because they had already all passed, with the exception of 1 or 2, I believe. It was Plácido Salazar and Lalo Torres, who they weren't in a band with her, but they had played with her before. So I was like, okay, at least they know her. Anyway, that one interview with Plácido, that I give credit to Max and grateful to Max. He put that union together as well. He made a phone call, I believe, to Plácido and said, hey, can you put her on your show? And he did. And Plácido and I hit it off quickly. I interviewed him, and then from there it just kind of snowballed. I would get DMs on Facebook or calls, and so I really did a deep dive into the cultural barriers to this type of music and why it stays geographically and culturally somewhat isolated. It feels it's like they call the triangle, the Texas Triangle. San Antonio, Houston, Corpus, and that San Antonio Corpus is real small, but and it just really doesn't go out of it. May be the border towns, Weslaco, Mercedes, San Benito, McAllen, Harlingen, but where after that? And so I feel, what you were saying, it's like, why is salsa and even cumbia, like Colombian cumbias, reggaeton, they're so celebrated and looked at as like more prestigious, I guess, in a sense, or more elevated. I think that is a mindset that I'm really trying to, or that I want to have eradicated when watching this documentary, and being able to go past that stereotype of this is cantina music, this is what the migrants played when they were done. I think that's honestly
on
the land or picking the fruit or cherries, and that's what the reason why I'm specific with cherries is Plácido Salazar talked about that. Eva Ibarra, Belén Escobar, there's conversations about this, and it stays that nostalgic music that's like, oh, that's my grandparents' music, or this is the way it sounded in the home, and it just doesn't. I think it's just a myriad of reasons why our mindset keeps it in this like, no, but this is the way it's supposed to sound. This is where it's going to stay. and this is the nostalgia that I have with this kind of music.
So is
Once
this
you put it out there, it's like bye, it's gonna go.
sonidos legendarios that you're talking about?
I'm sorry.
Sonidos legendarios?
No,
Because no, that
sonidos
was
re-
associated with your grandmother.
I can't hear you. You're kind of muted now.
Hello?
There now. This is so odd. Okay, let me see. Maybe it's my charger, but I don't know why it would be my charger.
But the name of the documentary, what is it?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's why I didn't hear. Tú de mí te acordarás.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it.
I think that's one of the things that's with this generation, I guess, from after the year 2000 is we try to figure out, I lost my train of thought. It's like they say, why doesn't it sound like this, or why isn't Conjunto Tejano or anything like that? And it's one of those things that we're trying to figure out why we have that mindset in this industry about stuff like that.
Well, you know what's funny, Austin? I'm sorry. I see that I'm trying to get the sound right, and I'm hoping that it sounds right to you guys. Does it sound okay?
Yeah, I mean, we can hear you.
Okay. There's another thing that's touched upon is the fact that after Selena, or Selena, everyone says Selena now, but it was Selena, I remember, there hasn't been another artist to like take the torch, I guess, for lack of a better word. And it's funny, in every other genre, like yeah, you have your Aretha's, but you're also going to have your Whitney's, and then you're also going to have your Beyonce's. Like there's another woman that comes and carries the torch along. And it feels like this is the vibe I get from the documentaries, and I have everybody from a 16-year-old, a 10-year-old, to a 92-year-old. So it runs the gamut on the perspective of what happened, why Tejano and Conjunto have this outlook, or is perceived a certain way.
Stigma.
After Selena. And it's like, it feels like for the females of today, unless you sound like Selena, look like Selena, dance like Selena, you're not celebrated for your originality. I mean, you are, but you still that's why there's so many Selena tribute bands, and they're still looking for that next Selena sound or that next Selena look. And I think we have to get out of that and say that's Selena. There's nobody that's going to be another Selena. It's just not going to happen.
You can't express your individuality
on a different sound.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. And like what y'all were talking about, she brought soul in, she brought pop, and if we keep trying to emulate that sound, or the sounds of like Little Joe, and they're all great, but those are all their own artists. I think
it's been done already.
What he did for El Gran Combo, somebody needs to do that for Conjunto. Like bring it to a larger audience, but also bring it into a modern global platform, I feel.
So is this documentary going to touch on those little points, like why we just cannot move forward after 1995, 1998, the year 2000?
Yes. Like there's a couple of pieces of content, quite more than a couple, that for me, I was so intrigued. There's one interview specifically that to me, I was so like, this needs to be its own episode, because I can't put it all into the documentary. It'd be like an hour of this one person. But yeah, I have so many hours of footage of different people that it probably could be that. I could go, you want to hear more about what this person said? We're going to start, who knows. But yes, it very much so discusses the reason as to why it kind of got stuck in the 90s. And after that, we're still holding on, which is great. I love. There's no disrespect to those artists that are the legendary artists now. The Gary Hobbs, Ram Herrera, Stephanie Montiel, Shelly Lares, Elida Yavante, they're amazing. I mean, I love Elida. Duele, I mean, that is my song. I think she's, oh my God, I love her. But the point is, but what happened after that? I can't name any new ones. Really, that are really had a stronghold. I maybe there are, and I just don't know. But so we explore that. The documentary explores that.
Well, the thing is, and no disrespect to you, is we hear this quite a bit, and this topic usually comes up at least every other week. When we come on this show, the thing we tell everybody is change the FM stations, get out of the FM stations, turn it to an internet radio station. at least for a little while. There's plenty of them out there. At least a good 30 internet radio stations. Find one that plays something different and try to hear a new artist come out with some stuff, and know that there's artists out there right now that are putting out some stuff,
but
they're just not getting that credibility because of where we're at in our mentality. Is the fact that they're not Selena, they're not the David Lees, they're not the Jay Perez's. You know, we can't pass that bar that was already set so far, you know, long ago in the 90s. We can never get past that bar and get past that barrier.
You know, there's a lot more behind why that bar. It's not that there's not artists that are passing that bar, because there's plenty of amazingly talented vocalists, songwriters, musicians. At that time, there was also, and like I said, the doc touches on this too. Why did that happen? Why? There was a perfect storm at that time, and I don't want to give too much away because I know exactly what is in the doc already. But all those record labels at that time just flooded representation. And so they gave so many people a platform with a bunch of money, ads, Coke, Pepsi, Budweiser, you know, so it really elevated everybody because of the push behind them and the money that was being put behind them, the accolades, the performances, you know, not just here in Texas. They started branching them out everywhere. And so I think it's not that these, like, again, no disrespect to those that we named and that you say you hear this every week, because I am sure you do, because that's, yes. I'm not by any means this, like, cultural, like, you know, started the conversation. I know it's been there. Yeah. But now we don't have that anymore. It's all independent, it's all self-sufficient for the most part. And it's been like that for a while. And so that was such a big high and then such a big crash that, like, our mentality is still on that high of, like, who were those that got on that wave when it happened? Mm-hmm. And that's just where we kept them. And because it never got there again, because those labels, like, went by, you know, and they left. And so they took everything with them, and it got to a point, from what the doc says, there's a historian that I have on there, a couple of them, and both have said that, like, it got to a point where, like, promoters were calling Michigan, you know, or Chicago and saying, hey, we have this new artist. And they're like, Tejano, not playing that. Conjunto, not playing. It was like a stigma. It was like, especially after Selena died, like, just did not, like, they could not break the ceiling anymore because of what happened and everything surrounding what Tejano stood for at that time. And it was all indicative of the rise of Selena and a lot of other people coming behind her. But the record labels just pulled the carpet out from everybody, and it was like, and you're done. And so it was like, they closed the curtains. And so those 6 or 7 that we named that are still considered, like, that's all we hear, you know, on the major radio stations.
So when can we expect to see this documentary?
Seems to be the reason, or I don't know, that's kind of the consensus that I've been hearing. And it's just harder now, you know, for these really great artists. But I agree with what you're saying. There's amazing artists out there. And it's also promotion, I think. Like, I don't know, you know, there's a lot of missed opportunities, I think, for promoting and getting your name out there.
So, Estani, when can we expect to see this documentary? Tu de mí te acordarás.
I keep giving these, I've been asked this quite a bit this past week, actually. I'm wanting to say it's going to be done November of this year. Meaning done, and then the marketing starts, you know, and then the release early next year. So I will say completed in terms of, like, tangibly, physically, okay, editing is done, color correcting is done, sound recordings are done, you know, all the components that make the film what it is, the technical aspect, done.
So
we're still going to full release 2027.
So is it going to be in one whole bit, or is it going to be broken up into episodes?
No, it's a feature. It's a 75-minute feature.
Okay. Yeah. About an hour and 15 minutes.
Hour 15. Yeah. Okay. It could probably be more, but like I said, I'm scrambling now. We're editing every day. I mean, about 3 to 4 hours, 5 days a week. I mean, going through tons. I have my scripts right here. So, like, tons of.
So it'll be shorter than this interview.
There you go. There's one of them of many pages.
So is there going to be a certain platform that this thing is going to be released on?
Right now I haven't gotten that in terms. I mean, the plan is to take it to every film festival, as I'm sure every filmmaker wants to do. But there's interest from, there's some behind the scenes push. The film festivals here in Austin for sure. The Latinx Film Festival in Los Angeles. I mean, I want to take it to Sundance. I want to take it as far as it'll go. So that's my.
But
goal.
you're still at the research, interview, filming stage, though, aren't you? Are you done?
I'm really done with that for the most part, but there are a few little touch-ups that I have to do. So I don't, in terms of like building that catalog, I already have 29 interviews. There's not much more I can do.
Are you editing? Are you editing as well? Because that is.
Oh, that's when I'm not. I have an editor in Los Angeles, and we're working together, and an editor here. But even that in of itself, I mean, oh my gosh.
Brain
you spend
fry.
3 hours and you get like 3 minutes.
Yep.
If that, and it's just like of the best stuff. So, I'm finding out. I've edited my music videos. We edited them together, but that's minutes. And you're like, cool, done. This is an hour.
75 minutes at least.
Speaking of LA and film festivals, we've been in contact for a few years already with the owner who does the Santa Clarita Film Festival out there in California. Will you be showing it out there as well?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm going to show it. If my music videos made it to the Montreal Film Festival, the Los Angeles Independent Women Awards Film Festival, those are just music videos. I'm definitely going to put this out in every film festival that I can. But, like I said, you guys are getting the inside scoop, because I was telling myself, I'm going to keep it real on the DL. I haven't really said much about it. I talked about it a lot, because I've been talking about this since 2023 and October. It's the first time I said, this is what I'm going to do. And, whoever thought, yeah, sure, or okay, it's going to go, talking and doing it is two different things. So I just kind of kept it under the radar.
Well, I know you got to go through the proper channels for this release and stuff. You're trying to do the film festivals and stuff like that. But I think it would be, I would want to have it streamed here on Tejano TV at a later time. I know once you get done with all the film festivals and getting people out there to enjoy it all, but at some
shoot
point
us a copy.
in time.
Oh, I definitely will. Absolutely. And then the soundtrack is coming out. So, there's a full original song soundtrack to it. It's going to be, and I'm getting all the artists that were in the documentary.
Guys, I am so sorry. We were talking about her being a singer, songwriter, producer, director, author, educator, and mom. I forgot she's also an actress. She was in Apple Jackson Yo-Yo, Sangre Nueva, and Huatulco Sunset. And it totally slipped my mind. And once in
I
LA.
can't believe you saw that one. Did you recognize the famous actor?
Oh no, sorry. I was looking at IMDb.
Oh, there's a famous actor in there.
Yeah, I'm pulling up book 45. She's not going to tell us.
Okay, do you want me to tell you? You want to find
yes,
it? Yes,
please.
Craig Robinson.
What?
Yeah, that was one of his first little shorts he and I did together. Isn't that funny?
From The Office?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's funny. He was the detective. He was Yo-Yo. And anyway, I was the girlfriend of... Anyway, it's a long story, but it's kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah, it was a short film. And then Sangre Negra, I don't know if you saw that one, but it was like a Tony Montana type of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Estani, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay, so we're getting the documentary, hopefully by the end of the year. Musical-wise, anything new? Working on a new album?
Yes. The documentary is going to come with a full soundtrack. I'm so excited. So that's the album, but I'll let a little tiny kitten out of the little tiny
kitten
there's
out of
a
the
cumbia
bag,
coming.
not a cat. Okay.
Yeah, there's a cumbia coming, and it's already done. It's finished, mastered, ready to go. It's probably going to be released on my birthday, which is June 24th. So that's on the way with a video, and I'm really loving it.
And we get an advance copy?
Videos. This is a video program. Tejano TV, Tejano Television is a video program. Let us know when that video comes out. We can do a little
premiere,
30-minute premiere or something like that. You can talk about the video and we can premiere it here and have it on in rotation.
If you like Los Angeles Azules, Sonora Dinamita, and a little bit of Tejano, you're gonna like this cumbia. That's all I'm gonna say.
There you go. And
so that's it. And
so you said by
I'm getting, there's a video for that too. It should be coming out this week.
For the new single?
Yes.
So we should have just bumped it to like 2 weeks from now. But no, okay, thanks.
It's okay.
We
know
would have
what?
had the video.
I'm here early, giving you all the the upcoming stuff. Maybe it's
all the chispas.
There you go. Well, just shoot us the video whenever it comes out, and we'll have it on Tejano TV.
Sounds great.
Nice. Before we put you to work real quick, we're going to get some of these comments out of the way real quick. Joey Guerrero says, Estani was and is an awesome vocalist singer, as I got to grow up with Salomon Carmona and JMF, John Sebastian, and his sons in Chicago. Awesome experience. He said, we started in Chicago, debuting at the Ambassador Ballroom, later Galaxia Ballroom, with movie director, actor Salomon Carmona. We'd love to write some songs for you, Estani. And he said, La Onda Chicana es Tejano is a journey.
Yep.
And he's still commenting more. This video looks like the one. Take live, shoot. Everyone is enjoying it, especially Josh. As always, una entrega de Estani en La Voz. Bendiciones.
Thank you.
There you go. Directed by
Eric Sadler.
By Rick Sadler.
Eric Sadler is the one that did the Max Baca video. So
okay.
He's watching. Hi, Eric.
Oh, Eric's watching.
Yeah.
Eric.
Nice.
He's great. He also is one of the ones that's working on the doc. So he's a really wonderful videographer and editor.
Awesome. Jolial says, saludos y bendiciones, three amigos. Estani, you be looking fabulous. Marcus Daniels, did you pick up another Whataburger?
What is he saying? Again, I look fat or something? What is it? I don't know.
Passive aggressive.
I think that hat makes you look fat. It's messed up, man.
Julia was on last week. Thank you, Joe. Man, it's good to see you again.
Says yes, Danny Cifuentes. She's tough and fragile, strong and sweet. From Oprah to mariachi, Oprah to mariachi to Duranguese, and now Power Cumbia.
And Tejano Country.
And Tejano Country. Please listen to this woman, wife, mom, and awesome singer, vocalist, Danny Cifuentes, tirado en un callejón. Okay. Eric says, bring on the doc. Hello.
Eric said, come on, he's waiting.
Yeah.
He says, hello.
Hello.
Okay, and this guy right here says, amazing music, talented singer, amazing person.
Thank you.
Astro Dynamic. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Miss Estani, and this is the part of the show where we're going to put her to work. We're going to put them acting skills to work now.
That's right.
So, here we go.
Put it up on the big screen because I'm ready.
D is going to give you some liners, and we're going to record this live in front of everybody so we can watch.
So, wait, what am I doing?
Estani, what you're doing right now is you're doing drops for Tejano TV. You're going to say, hi, this is Estani, and you're watching Tejano TV.
Got it.
Okay? Tilt that camera down just a little bit. Make your head a little higher.
There's going to be like 4 of these, so don't get too paranoid yet.
All right, good. All right. Scoot just to your left, just a fraction. There you go. That's it. Perfect. I am recording, so all you got to say, hi, this is Estani, and you're listening. I'm sorry, you're watching Tejano TV. Watching Tejano TV in 3, 2.
Hi, this is Estani, and you are watching Tejano TV.
Perfect. That's number 1. Number 2 is you're watching Tejano Classic TV. Tejano Classic TV.
Same. Do I say my name?
Whatever you wish. Yeah,
Yes.
but yeah. Introduce yourself, and then you're watching Tejano Classic TV in 3, 2.
Tejano Classic TV.
Correct.
Okay.
3, 2.
Hi, I'm Estani, and you are watching Tejano Classic TV.
Perfect. The third one. Oh wait. Juan, are we doing?
Lila's Place, yes.
Okay, Lila's Place.
We'll do that one, and then we'll do the other one at the last.
Okay. Now this one is, hi, I'm Estani, and you're watching Lila's Plays with a Z on the end. Lila's Plays.
Okay. Got it.
In 3, 2.
Hi, I'm Estani, and you're watching Lila's Plays.
Perfect. And the last one, easy to do. You're going to ad-lib your butt off. All you got to do is say, hi, this is Estani, and you were watching the one show I will never, ever do again because these guys are nuts and I didn't have a great experience. Or whatever you want to say. Just ad-lib the Three Amigos Show.
Okay.
So, hi, this is Estani, and you're watching the worst show on the planet, or the best show on the planet, the Three Amigos Show. You're watching the Three Amigos Show. In 3, 2.
Hi, this is Estani, and you are watching a show that is so bad, and I mean bad in Michael Jackson bad way. This show is bad. I mean, as in really, really good. The Three Amigos Show, don't miss it. You gotta watch it. Come back whenever they have their shows.
I'm keeping that. That's it.
Okay, the last part was cheesy. I'd have to do that over. You gotta say, come back every week. And I'm like, do they have a show every week? If I say that, you can cut that. You can like edit it.
I will. That was great, though.
I was trying not to laugh on the microphone.
I know, me too.
I think I did laugh.
That's the best one we've had so far. That is wonderful. Estani, thank you for being here today.
All right. Real quick.
You my part 1, part 2. Okay, cut. Try that again.
All right. Real quick. Let's see who we have for next week's show.
Oh, yeah. Next week.
This week on the Three Amigos Show.
Have we got a hot one for you? The Bad Boys Del Valle, Lonnie and Chuck are back with a brand new sound and hot new music. These boys are bad mothers. Shut your mouth. But I'm talking about Lonnie and Chuck. Be here May 27th with the Amigos chat with these veteran musicians. And what's next? It's Lonnie and Chuck.
Right here on the Three Amigos Show.
And also, thank you to Sophie for giving us a little insight into your parenting. You're being an inspiration. So thank you, Sophie, for that. Yes, Juan, you were saying? I know, I interrupt a lot.
I'm gonna have to ask her what she said because I didn't want to make her nervous. I did leave the room on that one.
Oh no, nothing but good stuff. That you were very, very supportive. You gave her inspiration. Told her that whatever you want to try. Whatever you want to be. You can do anything that you set your mind to, basically. So
stuck to the script. Good.
There you go. Also, really quick, we just wanted to send our condolences and our heartfelt prayers and hearts and prayers going out to the family and friends of Al Hurricane Jr., who passed away out there in New Mexico, and he was the son of the legendary Al Hurricane, who also passed away. So hearts and prayers go out to them out there. Mr. Al Hurricane Jr. His music,
the entire Sanchez family.
There you go, and of course you guys can watch their music right here on Tejano TV on the New Mexico channel.
Gee, one nice way to leave that hanging.
Oh, that was done. That's what it is. I went down and period. That was it.
You're supposed to segue to something.
Oh, I figured you were going to jump in.
Oh, I see. It's like that. Okay.
All right.
But no, thank you.
A little bit. All right, but ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for being with us here tonight. Thank you to Estani, and thank you to Sophie for being here with us as well. One big last thank you to going out to TejanoNation.net. Make sure you guys check out our awesome write-up that they put on there for us, celebrating our 3 years, and of course our 6.3 million hits right here on Tejano TV. And you guys can always download Tejano TV on all your Roku devices, and also on Apple and Android. And if you have none of those things like D, you guys can always go to TejanoTV.com and you guys can watch awesome music videos. And of course, we do have the 80s and 90s. We're gonna take
my phone. This is my phone.
We got the 80s and 90s on there, and we're picking up where MTV left off. So that's right, I said it. Anyways, so we got all those music videos on there as well. So thank you guys so much for being with us here. Also, thank you to our awesome sponsors, my beautiful wife, Laila Mendoza, with Laila Lee's Promotions, Janie's Record Shop, Menantes Publishing, and I am El Mas Chingon, Juan Mendoza.
And I am Evil D.
Marcus Daniels, Midnight Mariachi.
And our special guest tonight has been...
Estani!
Estani!
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
Until we see you all again next week, this is the Three Amigos saying, "Ay te wacho!"
Next time on the Three Amigos Show. The Bad Boys Del Valle, Lonnie and Chuck are back with a brand new sound and hot new music. These These South Texas boys are hungry and ready to shake it up. Be here May 27th when the Amigos chat with these veteran musicians. And what's next? It's Lonnie and Chuck. Next week, right here on the Three Amigos Show. Brought to you by LilaLisaPromotions.com. Menantes Publishing, the songwriter's choice. Janie's Record Shop in San Antonio, Texas. And Tejano TV. You can view the Three Amigos Show on all your favorite streaming platforms and on all your Roku devices. The Three Amigos Show.
I'm rich, biatch.